Lena Dunham has done an ad for the Obama administration, and the ad basically compares voting for the first time to having sex for the first time.
Tell everybody who Lena Dunham is.
Now, Lena Dunham is the creator and the writer behind the HBO show Girls. If you guys haven't checked it out, you definitely should. It's very raunchy, and she considers herself a voice of her generation, and I think she's right. So, you know, she is tremendously famous after that show because it was it is very popular. And I think that she's a good spokesperson for the Obama campaign, especially because she appeals to young voters. So let's take a look at her ad, and then I'm going to explain to you why Republicans hate it so much.
Guy with beautiful, someone who really cares about and understands women. A guy who cares whether you get health insurance, and specifically whether you get birth control. The consequences are huge. You want to do it with a guy who brought the troops out of Iraq. You don't want a guy who says, oh, hey, I'm at the library studying, when really he's out not signing the Lilly Ledbetter Act. Or who thinks that gay people should never have beautiful, complicated weddings of the kind we see on Bravo or TLC all the time. It's a fun game to say, who are you voting for? And they say, I don't want to tell you. And you say, no, who are you voting for? And they go, yes. Think about how you want to spend those 4 years. In college age time, that's 150 years. It's also super uncool to be out and about. Someone says, did you vote? And you go, no, I wasn't ready. My first time voting was amazing. It was this line in the sand. Before I was a girl, now I was a woman. I went to the polling station, I pulled back the curtain, I voted for Barack Obama.
So I love that ad. I think it's funny. It's clever.
You know what's funny is that I don't love that ad.
You don't?
Yeah, nah, it doesn't do it for me.
Because it's not targeted toward, 40-something-year-old men.
Oh, that's how you're going to be now. That's how we're going to roll. Okay, I see. This is the kind of negative attack ads Anna would do. No, I don't know. It's a little too cutesy for my taste.
Exactly, because it's not targeted for men.
Yeah, oh, it's so clever. It's my first time, and I did it with Obama. Okay, I got it. I don't know. I'm annoyed by her.
I like the ad.
You're annoyed by her?
Yeah.
Do you like the show?
I watched a couple episodes. I thought it was all right.
Oh, I think it's a 10. It's one of the best shows.
Oh, really?
love the show
I've
too.
got a T-vote. I want to watch more of it. I got
really
an open
good.
mind.
I mean, it's not, look, it ain't Deadwood.
Yeah,
but it's great.
But don't get me wrong. That's just my personal taste. Is there anything wrong with the ad? Of course not.
Now, a lot of Republicans would agree with you,
So
Jake.
so the beginning, the suggestion is that voting, it's like the first guy you had sex with.
Right. So, it
took me a little bit to get that.
So Republicans don't like it because they think that it's a little too raunchy, and it's wrong to compare your first time having sex to your first time voting. So I want to read you some of the hate that this ad has received. A woman from the Independent Women's Forum says the following: this ad simply proves that the Obama campaign only knows how to speak to one specific type of woman. And I'm proud to say I am not that type of woman. If the White House thinks all women are this way, this is utterly sexist. She continues to write, would they make an ad like this for men if Michelle were running against Ann Romney? No. Not only do they demean sex, they make women out to be downright silly about it.
God, they bore me so much.
Yeah,
God. They're like, everything Obama has ever done is so wrong. I'm so offended by all of it. And who wants to hang out with these people? Oh my God, can you imagine hanging out with them at a party? You'd want to throw yourself off the building. Like, oh my God, everything you've ever said is so offensive. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Actually, I would like to party with them because they're only conservative in name only. Behind closed doors, they know how to get down and dirty.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure they're all massive hypocrites and do the dirtiest things possible behind.
You give them a couple of daiquiris and that woman's like giving hand jobs in the bathroom.
Okay, that is so classless, Ben. I cannot believe it. Yeah, exactly the kind of Obama supporter who would say that. Conservatives flipping out, as we just told you. I can't believe they would do something as classless as suggest that somebody would lose their virginity in voting, etc. Now, Anna, there's no way that a Republican would do something like that.
Oh, no. Except for one Republican, Ronald Reagan, in 1980.
Oh, damn.
Not
the Gipper.
Not the Gipper.
So what did he do?
While he was campaigning, he said the following: I know what it's like to pull the Republican lever for the first time because I used to be a Democrat myself, and I can tell you it only hurts for a minute, and then it feels just great.
What a classless son of a bitch. Every Republican in the country today is denouncing Ronald Reagan. for using that kind of sexual. By the way, that it hurts a little bit in the beginning.
No,
I mean, this was actually a little much.
Yeah, it was.
This is way worse. And it was a 68-year-old man.
Yeah, that sounds like 10 times more pervy from a 68-year-old dude. It's going to hurt a little bit in the beginning.
yeah.
But don't worry. And by the way, though, he was right. You know, he totally screwed us.